Hi, everybody.
Okay.
We are back with
Oh,
part 2 of Play to Find Out Smooth Criminals, episode 10. We're still in some downtime. We
yay!
still have I think we still have a couple things to do for
Couple
downtime.
things.
So
Hmm.
I believe Michael should be taking us away with what he's going to do.
Uh,
Yeah,
so I think can I
it's
narrate
your.
my way in?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is your baby, so please tell me more about the Rook's Roost. What
So
describe it for us?
the Rook's Roost is a beat up dive. Like we saw the dive bar they were in, right? It was kind of seedy. Then there's this. There's like people like playing darts with no dartboards and just like X's drawn on the like pillars that hold up the ceiling.
Classy.
And I think as we approach, we see it's very heavily influenced by Duskwall. Like
Hmm.
this would be an Akarosi like it would be the equivalent of an Akarosi restaurant, basically. Like there's Irish pubs, there's Akarosi, there's an
Yeah.
Akarosi club, basically. And we see a Death Seeker crow. Like it's like the sign is like a Death Seeker crow sitting on like a small pile of skulls.
Nice.
Sitting on a small pile of skulls, and hanging below in like red letters is almost the color of blood, but red letters, the Rook's Roost.
Hmm.
And just raucous music can be heard coming out of there from all hours of the night because there's never day here.
Yes.
And so I think we see Astrid like looking up at it, and she's just like, "All right, game face." She like walks in and goes and sits at the bar.
Nice.
I also think that everyone in here is like weirdly young. Like there's not a lot of old people here. There's not like old bar hounds. They're all like young, like well built, in shape people that are all here,
Hmm.
which may lend credence to what this bar actually does. Mhm.
This bar is a place where you go to pick up jobs on the down low.
Mhm.
And it is pretty interesting how you do it. There is a coded signal based on what drink you order,
This is
Yes.
Deadpool's bar.
basically.
Basically, this is very heavily inspired by Deadpool's bar.
Nice.
So Astrid like walks up to the bar, and I don't know why, but when I was like telling Kelsa about this, I was imagining the bartender being played by who's the guy that plays the main character in Newsies?
No idea.
He also played Batman.
So did a lot of people.
A lot of people.
He played the Dark Knight version of Batman.
Hey. There's
Oh,
been
Val
7
Kilmer.
Batman.
Val Kilmer.
There've been 7
Dark
Batman.
Knight, the
5
the
Superman.
3 with
Adam
Heath
West.
Ledger as the Joker.
Michael Keaton.
He's just going down the line.
I'm done, Tux.
Christian
done.
Bale.
Spider-Man.
Christian Bale. It's played by like a young Christian Bale.
Sure.
Christian Bale from the Newsies. If you've never seen that movie, I watched it recently.
It's Val Kilmer.
Fuck
Is it
off.
Val Kilmer?
No, it is not. It is Christian Bale.
I don't know
And so
Batman.
she like sits down. Sits down. She just like holds up 3 fingers. She's go, "I got 4 thirsty friends. I got a drink recommendation."
Yeah. And he kind of cocks his head and like settles down the bar. He was like wiping a glass, and he like drops the damp rag down on the bar and just slowly makes circles as he meanders towards you without he makes direct eye contact with you. Like you can tell that he's sizing you up before he even opens his mouth. And
She's like she's got her game face on. But you also like, one of the rules is probably you don't have your game face on. You're like actually looking like you're ordering a drink. And so she's like trying to do both. So she's like, I got any recommendations? I got 4. Gonna bring him back drinking later.
yeah, and he he kind of nods and's like, for about your size, yeah?
For about my size, they're all pretty stiff drinkers. One of them's a little hoity-toity for me, but he can hold his liquor.
And he says, give me a minute, I think I've got something you'll like.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and he starts mixing a drink. And then after a moment places it down in front of you. And you recognize this drink symbolizes like you the drinks have names, but they're all really stupid.
Mhm.
Like fuzzle bumps or something like that. Just
Yeah.
like very, very inane. Because if you're here for the job, you're not going to order the drink by name.
Exactly, right.
What if it's
And-
Hufflepuff?
So if you're just here to drink, then you can order the drink by name, or just say a beer or something. Or if you're a tourist, you look at the menu and you see these bullshit things and you're like,
Oh my god, this is so funny. Can you believe this place?
This is real Akarosi cuisine.
Right? Yeah. So anyway, so the actual name of the drink doesn't matter because you recognize that it is the symbol for recover personal heirloom, and there's a flag, not an actual flag, but the like stack of fruit that they put in on the top indicates that it is physically on a person who needs to remain alive.
Oh, I haven't had a Tin Man's whiskers in like 3 years. What can you tell me about what you put in this? You know, is this top shelf?
He nods and he's like, the toppest.
The toppest. And how much is a drink like this for 4 friends going to run me?
He says, normally I'd say about 6, but if you come back tonight, it'll be 10.
Aye. You're a straight shooter, you are. I got really Scottish. She just looks at it.
Astrid suddenly grows a beard.
She looks at it. She picks up the fruit skewers, starts to like take a bite out of it, just to like have something to do. She's like, and anybody else ordering this drink recently? Anyone else I can get a recommendation from? And that's my way of asking, is anybody else on this job that I have to worry about?
Right. Yeah, and he's like, no. It's a new one I've been putting out.
New one, huh? I mean, I'm always a fan of trying something new. Or something good. I think she throws an indeterminate amount of gems on the table, downs the drink, and then just stands up. It's like, see you tonight, and walks out.
Yeah. All right. You got a job. So no, don't knock stuff over, cat. Thank you. So yeah, you
I'm assuming he like writes me a receipt and it has like the details of who's the target and all that fun stuff.
Right. So yeah, you throw your amount of the thing on the table and he like hands you this receipt, and as you right before you storm out.
Yeah. She just like tucks
Cat,
it into her
I need
bra.
you to move. Like really, right now. She was on my notebook. It
Okay.
was very terrible.
So tell me about this job I just got us, Kelsa.
What did I tell you about on my notebook? This is a job in the Starlight District, and they want someone to remove a necklace from a noblewoman. The exact hows and whys are not detailed, but she is to remain alive.
I'm not worried about the hows and whys. I'm just worried about the who.
Yep.
We're gonna murder her, guys.
Yep.
You murder her, I kill you, honey.
Double KO.
just chain murder her, and then Posh just stands at the end with his cane sword, and it's just like, oh, I never got to use it.
Well, time to find
here's what happens. Here's what happens. TomCat tries to hit on her. Vey murders TomCat, then murders the target. Astrid murders Vey, and Posh is just like, what?
Well, time to find the new crew.
And then one of Posh's eels bites me on the neck, and I die.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that we've already found out the secret, but we're still going on like I have eels or a demon hidden inside my shirt.
That's so much better.
And
The
TomCat
eels
becomes a
is
baby.
the best.
And the cycle begins again.
The cycle begins again.
I'm just gonna turn into a whisper and just be that.
It's the massive eels.
Just be massive eels.
That would be pretty bad.
Just saying, if you ever overindulge your vice.
A real whisper comes in. It's like and regulate. Like I'm actually the coolest of toting and stuff. And TomCat just like I'm like, bitch, please.
All right, Kelsa, tell me who my target is. She got a name?
Yeah, her name is Lady Mila Arava.
Lady
Mila
Mila Arava. Lives in the Starlight District. And she Vey, I'm gonna ask you out of character, Pian, if Vey knows her, or knows of her, or has never heard of her.
She's noble. Is she from the Starlight District?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Vey knows her.
Great. Thanks for moving that clock forward.
No problem, Michael Owen.
Hey!
So yeah, you can bring that back to them, but basically, if you were having trouble following my code, I would like to be very clear. If you can bring back the necklace that she's wearing tonight, you'll be paid 10 coin. Otherwise, at your earliest convenience, and you'll be paid 6 coin.
Oh, let's fucking go. We're doing this tonight.
Can I,
tonight, please.
Well, I think that changes what I wanted to do with my last coin, unfortunately. I want to use my last coin to gather information.
Okay.
Literally.
You could literally just ask. You could literally just ask Vey. Like, she's.
You could literally
That doesn't tell us
Vey.
where she is.
But
might.
I know her. I've met her.
I really want to spend this money though.
So I mean, so here's the thing. I can tell you right now, out of character, they could tell you a lot.
Okay, then that works.
Whether or not Astrid knows that, and whether or not Astrid would ask,
you would have to talk to your girlfriend, which we've seen is very hard.
You have to talk to your girlfriend.
Oh.
I think Astrid.
We'll pay the goal instead.
Oh my god!
I think Astrid. Okay, what is Astrid's headspace right now? I think Astrid.
Coin instead.
I think Astrid.
Hey, I had to do my rant real quick.
Are you guys? where is everybody right now? Like,
well, I went to visit Sally, and I'm probably coming back now.
I'm
I'm
hungover
probably
and
laying
bed.
drunk in bed.
Same here.
Oh, great.
So I think Astrid like tucks the receipt into her bra, and then immediately starts sprinting for the
Eggshell.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I love how Vey got sort of high, and then got really high, and then got really drunk.
She has a hedonism complex for
All
sure.
within like the span of 2
so-
hours.
And
I
now
think-
we're gonna do a job.
I think the scene that because I do want to spin this coin, and I know what I'm going to do it for. I know what I'm going to use it on. So I think Mr. Posh walks into the eggshell, and some prostitute. I don't know if she would have it. Maybe it's even Aldrea, like Astrid's best friend, right?
Yeah.
Is like sitting on Astrid's lap and getting like real up close in her face in like a kind of compromising fashion.
All these best friends that aren't Orchid.
And then Posh walks in on that.
Like just in
the like front room of the not like downstairs, like in the front room, like Astrid is on one of the couches and this woman is like straddling her lap like right in front of her.
evening.
Astrid is like not breaking eye contact. Hello. You can tell she's like a little bit like she's not here for the sex. Something else is going on, and I don't know if you can pick up on exactly what it is.
Eh.
Yeah, you just don't care.
And Vey's just laying drunk in bed, you know.
Just downstairs. It's not that far.
Yeah, and I'm upstairs, drunk, with bruises on my face that are.
And then I think Astrid like realizes Posh is like coming in. She's like, "Wake Vey up! I'll get TomCat. We got a job. We need to leave tonight. We gotta steal a thing from a thing.
Going to need a bit more details than that.
10 coin. I'll talk to you on the way. Go get him."
It's like, I'm gonna go get TomCat in the same room as Vey, not get Vey.
Oh, I didn't know TomCat was in there. I thought he was in the room where I'm at.
No, we're both asleep, hungover.
Yeah. So I.
Well, I'm not even
Okay.
hungover yet. I'm still drunk as shit.
If that's the fiction, if that's the
I guess
fictional
I'm-
position, then Astrid's like,
Good point. We are still drunk.
Astrid just looks at her and is just like, "Did you get it?" And maybe that's the moment where she pulls like the pocket watch out of Astrid's back pocket. As I was like trying to teach her how to pickpocket.
Cool.
I was like, very good, very good. And I'm attempting to use that scene to train my prowess.
Okay. Yeah.
That's 2
I'm on it.
clicks. 2 clicks, right? Because we have the special
For
training.
prowess, yes, we do.
Yeah, specifically.
Okay.
Yep.
See, someone's using it but me.
Okay.
I've been using the hell out of that.
So anyway, we get back to like Astrid like runs downstairs, like adjusting her clothes, like immediately like starts like banging on the like metal, just like, "All right, loves, we gotta go. We got a job, and it's on the clock."
What the fuck is going on?
Apparently, Astrid has a job for us.
I got a job from a guy. I can't tell you any real details because I don't know him. Oh no, we're going out. What's this woman's name again?
Lady Milla Rava.
I know we're trying to steal a necklace off of Lady Milla Rava, and if we get it done tonight, it's 10 coin.
Wait. Say that name again.
Milla Rava. If we get it done tonight, it's 10 coin. If we get it done anytime after tonight, it's 6. I think we need to move now.
You see me roll over, you see my face is fucked up. I got a busted lip. But it's starting to heal up. Like it's gone to the day after kind of healing factor. but it's not.
But you
quite
saw
me.
him yesterday and knew he didn't have a busted lip yesterday.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have like a black eye that's like starting to heal up, but not quite there yet.
Hey, did you beat up TomCat again?
I wish. I know
Are you drunk?
a little. Just
I am.
a bit.
How soon do you think you can sober up?
I
'Cause
was
we got-
high earlier, and then I got a bit. I'll be fine. Let's go.
See, TomCat
I
rolls out
know
of
where
bed.
to go.
I think Astrid just like looks at Posh like, what the fuck?
We may not be in the best condition to do this tonight.
No, I got this, guys. I got it.
I know where to go. Follow me.
Just
Wait. Do you know this woman?
Why would I know where to go if I didn't?
Cause tell me about her. What's it like? I need to know the mark. I was gonna go set up ops.
Kelsa, what do I know about this woman?
What do you know about this woman? She's slightly older than yourself by maybe a year. Not more than 2. You know that she was recently engaged. You know where she lives. You do not know where her fiance lives. But you know where she lives, and you know that this is a night of the week you could expect her to be home.
Okie dokie. I just say, she was an old friend. I know where her house is, and she'll be there.
Could you be compromised?
Who the fuck cares?
I do.
We do.
you see me start crawling downstairs, wobbling my way
She
towards.
like
the kitchen.
rubs her eye. She's just like, let's just fucking go.
I do the crack eggs remedy. Like
All right.
crack an egg, get the pepper on there.
Okay.
We're fine.
Hold on.
Astrid, we're fine. We're good. There'll be background. We'll take the lead on this.
You're okay with us taking point?
Yes. They can show us where to go. Stay on Overwatch. I'm sure you know how to drunk fight, TomCat. For some reason, that strikes me as something you're capable of doing.
You see me just still drinking the egg and the drink. Go.
You're
For
good.
some reason, I feel like he fights better when he's drunk.
Probably.
No.
This is what you do, and I can support you. We're fine.
I'll steal shit. I don't get into nobles' houses. If this look, we're going after this necklace, and I have like a rough sketch, I'm sure, on the receipt.
Mhm.
We're going after this necklace.
Vay,
It
you
is
definitely
on her
recognize this
person.
necklace.
Okay, is there anything like specific about it, or like is there something about
You
it? that I-
know this was the engagement present that her fiance gave her. Like, the last party that you were at
Which would have been the
before
one
you
that
disappeared.
which would have been the one where she met me.
Yes, she was telling you about it. Like, she'd gotten engaged like the night before.
Oh,
And like
man.
when you met Astrid
Oh.
earlier that evening, she had been telling you how excited she was and that he had given her this necklace as an engagement present.
Uh-huh.
This is somebody's family heirloom, and they want it back.
If that's the story they gave you, fine.
I don't care as long
Trust
as
me, that's the reality.
whatever you say. I'll tell you where the address is. You guys fucking go get it.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'll be fine. And she says it kind of like
Right.
yeah.
Like, fuck off, Astrid? Okay,
kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
Astrid like makes a face because she has no idea that you know that she's been lying to you for years.
Well, they haven't been together for years.
They've been together for a year.
Yeah.
She just like makes a face and is like, all right.
See me walk back up the stairs to our abode, and I'm like, I got this.
We're good.
I got my weapons put on.
We've got our
Yeah,
wear.
Astrid like throws on her like dress clothes. Just like,
Mhm.
All right. Gear up.
Mr.
We're out
Pearl.
in 5.
So am I going with you, or am I going Overwatch?
You'll come with us.
Okay. Let me go
Yeah.
put on the bodyguard outfit, the nice
Mhm.
one.
Yeah,
I'm going to grab my. Okay, I'm gonna grab my sniper rifle. Sniper rifle for the for the scope, not the actual bullets.
Hmm.
I feel like this is. I feel like in this setting it would be less a sniper rifle and like more like a giant harpoon gun.
You see
It
me
literally says sniper rifle on my shield.
Oh, it's literally a sniper. Awesome. That's even
I
better.
think so.
like
Yeah.
you see me like sew
Fine
up my
long
lip,
rifle.
Yeah. Fine
Oh,
long
that's
rifle.
perfect.
Yeah.
and
So,
I put on an eye patch.
So Astrid has like put on her her like Taikarosi dress clothes, and then like does herself in like a head wrap, so their like face is hidden, but her horns like it's kind of hard to cover the horns, so they just kind of stick out. But it like maybe even looks like it's a
Right.
hat, like it doesn't really look like they're on her head the way she has it tied up. And she like slips a couple of she like she like slips into light gear because this is going to be a really social job.
Hmm. Yeah.
She's
You
like,
see me take 2 pieces of mint and put it in my mouth as the earliest form of bubblegum.
Yeah.
what's the or like, and so as we're like walking there, I'm like, what's the story? How are we getting in? We need an entry point. We can break in, but that seems dangerous. We can talk our way in. That seems risky. But
What
that
can you
seems
tell
like
us
the best option.
Besides where she is there anything you can tell us about her, Faye?
She was recently engaged. That necklace was the engagement present from her.
Astrid makes a face and reaches up and touches like the ring on her horn. And like realizes it's there and then pulls it off and like tucks it into her shirt.
Did this end poorly?
What?
Apparently.
The engagement.
I have no clue.
Well, I'm curious
I
if
haven't been around since last year.
Well, I'm curious if it ended poorly, she probably wouldn't wear it daily. If it did not, then she would be wearing it.
Interesting. No,
Not
the
a lot of jewelry.
the
She's
info
noble.
the info I was given was that it would expressly be on her person tonight. Was my correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when this place gives you details, they're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
This
as we're walking and we
They
get into
wouldn't
this
give you a detail if they were not certain about it.
mhm.
as we're walking through the Starlight District, can I like eavesdrop on people as we walk past like groups of people and like just kind of get an idea of the area? Like, is everyone going to a certain? Is anything happening while we walk around? But kind of is like, I would like to just generally get an idea of like the scene as we're coming into the district. I'm attempting to gather information with survey.
Sure.
I'll be helping.
So this is, I think this is risky.
Okay.
Just because you guys don't really belong here in the Starlight District.
That's fair.
And if you
Also, Vey is making no attempt to hide herself. She's literally just in her regular clothes, but she's not making an attempt. She's like, I really don't give a fuck right now. She's just stumbling drunk.
yeah. So I'm going to say that, I mean, between Vey stumbling drunk and Astrid's tried to clean herself up, but you know,
I probably look like a lower middle class like Taikarosi person that's trying to dress up.
Yeah.
I look like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And you look like a bodyguard. Like you're drunk as shit, but you are still like back straight walking.
Yeah.
Like looking the part. You're like probably the one that looks like they belong here the most. And then Mr. Posh. And then it's a toss up between Vey and Astrid.
Is this a group action survey?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'll lead us on it then.
Is it?
Well, I mean, I guess the
Survey or
question is,
study?
are you all paying attention to this?
Oh yeah. Are you? I
And
guess
surveying as well, or is it just Posh surveying here?
Astrid is helping. Astrid is absolutely like, what the fuck is going
Okay.
on?
Yeah. So it's just I'll roll and you're helping me then.
Okay. And are we rolling survey or study?
Survey. Well, if you're helping, you'll just give me an extra die.
No. It's if it's a group action because TomCat's helping, correct?
Oh, I'm not. I'm trying to keep my shit together right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take an extra die.
So
Spend your stress.
risky standard.
I did.
Yeah, risky standard.
Standard. One extra die.
Do you have a find disguise?
5. I have a find cover identity.
I feel like would that be? Would
I
that be
could use
relevant
subterfuge.
to-
I could use subterfuge supplies to have a disguise.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
That's a good point. As we're coming into this, what is everybody's
Loads.
loads? Yep.
I'm like
My
You don't
My
have to
load is-
specify what you're bringing, just whether you're light, heavy, or
my load is light as well.
Mine is normal as a bodyguard should be.
reasonable.
You're like actually armed, yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Like I have the
I'm-
fancy. Well, specifically, if I was to draw a weapon, it'll be the fancy dueling swords of the.
Like
the-
Aruvian houses.
Yeah.
Cool.
The one that's acceptable at high society parties,
Uh-huh.
not the brass knuckles of Hook.
Yeah.
Right. Totally.
Cool. Yeah. So I got a 5 on my survey.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would like to ask. I guess I would like to like as we're walking, I would like to see if there's anything we can take advantage of. Like, is there an event happening tonight that everyone's gonna be at? Like, because I'm curious why she would definitely be wearing this fancy necklace that her ex-fiance gave her tonight. Like, there's got to be a
I feel like-
reason for that.
I feel like the answer is maybe it's not his ex. My theory is it's like the mom or something that wants her like jewelry back. But anyway. And maybe even Astrid
So-
probably points that out. Is it like it could be a family member that wants to get the family jewels back?
Mm-hmm. So that's actually fairly accurate.
I don't think it's her fiance.
But the details of the job are less important than
We don't need to know.
the
We just
job.
need to know that the reality is we're recovering stolen heirlooms or heirlooms,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, who it's considered an heirloom to, the person you're stealing it from, or the person you're stealing it for, details.
Mhm.
Stuff and things.
So what you find out is that the Ravas are hosting a party at their house this evening, and that Mila Rava will, you can presume, will be there. It is essentially like a wake. It is a huge, it's a tradition of the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh. If someone dies, to throw a huge orgy to celebrate your life, basically.
Sure.
Whether that's literal orgy with sex or just a huge party with lots of food, drink, and merrymaking in general. As kind of like fuck you spirits, I'm not dead. So that is the event, and it is at that location. And I'm going to also put a tick on the you guys are out of place clock. This is 4 o'clock, and if you guys are flagged as being out of place, the blue coats will be alerted.
I think Astrid just looks over poignantly at Posh when she realizes what they're about to walk into, and just says, "TomCat, keep your knickers on."
You see me bring out something on my medical bag that look like lavender, and just put it behind my ear.
I swear, I swear, TomCat, not tonight. This is a big deal.
You see me like take out the wad of choose mint that my breath and I go. Always come prepared, boys.
I think Vay just like looks at TomCat and is like, if you fuck this up, I will actually kill you. I will actually kill you.
Won't be the first time.
He's fine. He's
Not
fine.
so loud. Not so loud. Let's go. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Vey,
Um,
if we're going to be actually in the home, perhaps it'd be best if you were on Overwatch to see if to avoid any extra attention from them recognizing you.
Vay just nods. Was my plan anyway. Can't go in there. She knows me.
no matter what, make sure not to break the glass. Which is, and she like kind of like winks and is kind of like a significant PC glance. Don't kill the target. Like under no circumstances
I think
are you to kill the
just,
target.
like,
I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that to everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, don't break the glass. And she like looks at everyone like, we cannot mess this up.
I think Vay just turns around and starts walking towards the building. Like, probably like, are there cars in this or is there
Yeah,
like a
there'd be, like, a
parking
There's like
carriage.
garage type-
carriages and stuff.
Is there a
Uh-huh.
parking garage type thingy bobber?
It would be more like it would be less of a parking garage and more like maybe a barn or just like a
That
large
works.
flat area. It may not even be covered, where all like a more of a parking lot. And there's like a lot of drivers that
Is there
just,
an inn? Is there an inn somewhere or like a
nearby? Yeah, not really, because this is the really nice part of town. It's mostly residential in this area.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely like a car park, like parking lot area, where there are some of the drivers that are milling around, but they'll probably not pay very much attention to you if you wanted to set up there.
So
I literally have a sniper rifle. Like, I don't think I could just be like, oh, hey guys, and then just like plop down and just be like, okay.
Gotcha. I mean, there's probably like a barn nearby you could be on top of, or
That works.
like
That
yeah,
works.
like someone's stables.
Mhm, that
the
works.
stables.
But it's full of like weird six-legged lizards that aren't basilisks.
Of
Or maybe
course.
we see the basilisk again. Yeah, totally.
Never again.
Brilliant. So Vey is set up.
I don't
on
have
these
mule yet.
stables.
Cool. So I think Posh is going to
What's our story? Clearly you're the noble. What am I and TomCat's the bodyguard.
you're in your noble clothes, right?
I'm in my dress clothes. I'm not a noble.
Well,
I could be your like slumming it girlfriend. Basically.
yeah, so like Posh, like I think we like step into an alley or something, like, or like before we like actually go to approach, and like Posh like kind of reaches into his coat and like starts pulling out some like various supplies of like there's probably a few like little things of like makeup, of like hair stuff, just various things, and he takes like a couple minutes and just like starts applying stuff, and so like at the end he comes out like his skin's a lot lighter. Like he puts like a bunch on his hands and on his face and stuff. Like
You earled it. You earled it.
Yeah. I like change my hair around so it's not like the kind of like the undercut looking thing. It's kind of like swooped back and around, so like it looks more like a cropped haircut kind of. Yeah, I'm trying to look not like an Aruvian noble, more like an Akarosi noble or something like that. Just a different noble, not me. So I'm gonna
Gotcha.
I'm gonna use subterfuge supplies to have a disguise kind of.
Yeah, perfect.
And then I'll like reach in and like
Do you want to roll your sway now to see how well it works, or do you want to wait until in the moment of someone might recognize you as Mr. Posh?
I feel like in the moment would be better because then we can all contribute to the cover identity and not just this one roll.
sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sure.
Mechanically,
Yeah.
it makes more sense to wait.
Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
so after a couple minutes, like Posh looks up and looks. You guys can tell it's still him, but like to the passerby or whatever, it would not look like the same person, basically.
You see me look
and
over
all you
with
can-
one eye. It's like I take a pinky and just
Like blend a little bit of makeup that was out of place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Astrid's in a full face, in like a full head wrap, like a headscarf. And you can't see. You can only see her eyes.
Yeah, and then I put the stuff away, and then I pull out 3 like things of paper and like hand one to TomCat, hand one to Astrid, And I'm like, all right, you are. Let's see what would my fake bodyguard's name be?
Laszlo Gurgich.
Bane.
Bane. There we
Bane.
go. Something simple.
Perfect.
You're Bane. You're Delilah Woodstock.
Delilah Woodstock.
We're stuck.
What do I always
More
get
like Delia Woodstock.
Oh!
Why do I always get the bugged names? All right.
Darren Masters.
He's just shaking his head.
What's your and what are you, Molly? Whatever you are.
I'm visiting. Family is from Duskval. I'm visiting some family friends. I found you in some district, and I'm trying to show you up at a fancy trying to show you a good time at a party. You, my parents. If I'm going to be slumming it around in Aruvia, I'm going to need a bodyguard, and so that's where you come in, Bane.
You picked an
You
interesting
want me
place
to
to have a
brace your
first
back,
date.
please, master?
And then Astrid suddenly gets like really proper. Oh well, we shall see what happens here.
Right
Only
then.
winners get the prom queen, Batman.
Alrighty.
Is there a good place to take a break?
I'd like to roll the engagement roll real quick first, and then take a break.
Sure.
Okay.
We should have an idea.
Let's see. So, Delilah.
So, it
Woodstock.
is
Let's see how screwed we are.
She's significantly higher tier than us.
Darren Masters.
Delilah would.
not personally, but I mean, like as a noble, yes, but as like on a personal level, it's meh. So let's go with this. So first of all, you guys are gonna make a fortune roll. Whoever wants to roll it can get started. You're gonna have one die for sheer luck. We're gonna modify this according to some advantages and disadvantages. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Yes. You are going to steal a necklace off the neck of a woman at her own party. That is bold and daring. Is this overly complex or contingent on many factors? No, not really. You're going to get into the party. You're going to get her alone. You're going to take the necklace. Done. I mean, unless you had some weird Rube Goldberg machine that was going to steal the necklace for you that I just don't know about
We're gonna
yet.
swap her neck with someone else's neck.
Right.
We'll take it off
right.
that person's
Good
neck.
plan. Good plan.
Yeah.
Our
does
plan
the
is to turn her
plans-
into a ghost and then shove her ghost back into her body.
Does the plan's detail expose vulnerability of the target or hit them where they are weakest? So the detail, I think, is that you guys are crashing this party that you know about, and then she will definitely be there.
Mhm.
Don't have invitations unless you would like to, as a spider, produce them. If that's part of those sheets of paper that you were handing out.
I was going to.
just doing.
I was gonna say my cover identity could like.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, sure. I will totally agree. Maybe you were already invited to this party as your cover identity, and you just weren't gonna go because it was a stupid hedonistic festival, and you're like, I don't need that in my life.
Right, of course. Darren
Um,
Masters would never go to such a party, but now that we need to go to the party, of course Darren Masters is going to this party.
Exactly. I'm writing that down now. So
Lord Masters.
Darren Masters.
Um,
So yeah, that
I do think this
I
exposes.
think
I think
that's
this
gonna,
is. I think this exposes a vulnerability. Actually,
yeah.
someone close to her wants us to succeed.
You know, that is also true. So yeah, take an extra die for that. Is the target strong against this approach or have special defenses or preparations? Yes. You don't know about them, but they exist. So that is going to cost you one die. Can your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Is there any friend or contact that you have or will be going to if you want to do a quick flashback to establish?
I'm just saying.
Do I count?
No, because you're one of the people on the operation.
Fair.
I'm just saying. Considering the kinds of women I'm friends with and the kind of party this is, some of them being there doesn't seem unreasonable. Or would they not stoop so low?
I don't think that they would. I don't think they would be hiring the types of ladies that you know. They'd be hiring the types of ladies that have that same type of job, but are
Have an air of legitimacy to them that we do not possess yet.
They get called
Yes.
escorts because that's
Exactly.
that's a better word.
that are of literally higher tier.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I got nothing. Unless considering this is a wake, someone from a former life might be there.
No.
Okay.
Because
That was also my way of asking if Wicker was here and if I needed to be worried
I
about
know
that.
exactly whom you are asking about. Exactly.
And he is not here.
So no, you know Bodus is there. Are there any other elements? Sorry, are there enemies or rivals interfering with this?
Not to our knowledge.
No.
I mean, we got this job on the down low, like big time.
Yeah. And the only enemy or rival that is about to fill any of my GM clocks on the back end here would not be operating in this district, but you might come home to a mess.
That's good to know.
So you're not going to lose any dice there. Are there any elements you want to consider? Maybe lower tier would give you a plus, higher tier would give you a minus. Make their situation in the district more or less tricky. So I feel like any factors here that would make it more or less tricky balance out. They are, you're in a higher tier area, but you've already got an invitation already and a very fine cover identity that it went to. You knew where you were going. You were able to get a lot of information about the target from Vey. I feel like on the road, like we can like do a flashback, like on the trip over, like Vey and Posh talking about the kinds of things that you would talk about at a noble party, and it just completely going over TomCat and Astrid's head. But it's like, you know, ask about the flower interest, and like on Spoon's Day she will wear her hair a certain way, and that is what she's known for. That might be a topic you could bring up.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, like the type of chit chat that you would know if you went in the circles with this person.
Is this a deception plan or a connection, or is this a deception or a social entry?
I say social.
Yeah, I was feeling social from everything you were describing here.
Just checking.
There's some deception involved, but do you already have two of you are legitimately noble, and you have enough to the bodyguard makes sense. The only person who's really
out of place is me.
Out of place is you, as always. Oh, Astrid.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I have us at 2 right now.
That is what I calculated as well. So let's roll that. And I've taken so much time that we should get a break.
4.
Not bad, not worse.
Okay, you're gonna start off in a risky position.
We can handle it.
Okay, cool. So we are going to let Kelsa figure out what that means for us, and then take a short break. We'll come back to do our next score. See you then.
Perfect.